So breath of fire or fire breath, it's called. It's a rapid paced breath that fluctuates up and down. And the thing about it is it's an even swap. So the same amount of oxygen that you exhale, you should inhale that same amount in order to make this a breath that can be done in perpetuity for as long as you want. Now, the benefits of the breath of fire are it stimulates energy in the abdominal region where we digest our food. So it brings more energy. It aids digestion. So you're talking about weight loss. Also, it strengthens and tones the abdominal muscles. So you're talking about minimizing the space for accumulation of waste and toxins by keeping those muscles toned. Because if our belly's hanging out like so, then there's more room for stuff to accumulate. If it's nice and taut like so, then there's less room. So I'm going to just start gently, and then I'll get into some of the aspects of how we can adjust and how we can really get into this breath. I know I have some yogis on site. So for you guys, this is going to be simple, but for others, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Here's my quick demo without explanation. Now I'll get into the explanation shortly. That was actually 360 breaths. The way I count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 60. So on. So I count by numbers of 10. And if you really want to stay on track, every time you get to 10, you just put up a finger. So that's how we keep track. And that way, if you want to go up to 3,000, you can do that. Now, remember, I said it's an even swap. So the same volume of air you intake through the nostrils, you bring it into the abdomen, and you actually slightly pull in with the nostrils, and you're allowing the belly to expand. But is on your main focus is on the exhalation. It's a slight thrust through the nostrils. So you're going to go, and as you go, you relax the abdomen gently, and the abdomen is actually going to, as it relaxes, going to create a slight suction because you're only talking about an incremental amount of air. So it's going to create a suction, and you aid that suction with a slight sniff. So as you can see, this comes from the belly. So that is done with the belly. For those yogis and yoginis who have people that they're teaching the breath, or for people who are learning the breath for the first time, the breath of fire for the first time, what you want to do is adjust the flow of the breath. Hold on a sec. Okay, had a little background noise from the camera up above. So I just muted that. Hopefully you all will be able to hear me clearly now without that background noise. Breath Master A, Angela. And if you want to share this with your folks on YouTube, it's Breath Master Aaron. So back to the breath. In order for people to acclimate to the breath of fire and really address the abdominal action, because some people haven't really used their abdominal muscles in so long that they really can't just start with the rapid pace breath. So for those people, I've come up with a simple technique. You just use this, you just say the letter H, H. When you do that, you engage the abdominal muscles. So H, 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 ch. And you can just go with the ch, 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 ch. Notice my abdominal muscles as I make that sound. Ch, 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 ch. Let me adjust my lighting real quick. Hopefully that's a little better. So, now when you conclude with your series of the breath of fire, you want to end that breath nice and slow, and because this breath is fast paced, so the energy is going to get up or diminish depending upon your situation, and I'll explain that in a moment. You want to express that breath nice and gently. Let me give a bit of a commercial real quick. I have a breath certification that I teach online that you will learn a lot more than this. And let me say also that this broadcast will not be archived. So I'll be doing this again next Wednesday. So you can come back, or you can have your folks come back next Wednesday, because again, this information will not be archived, even on YouTube. It'll be up for a moment, but then it'll be going away. So breath of fire builds energy. The way to utilize this breath, first off, you want to integrate it into your day-to-day flow. So things like washing your hands. When you wash your hands, and any type of movement. And as you notice, this is a nice pec workout for you guys. So this is going to increase your breathing capacity, your lung capacity, and increase stamina. Now, simplicity is key. The breath is inhalation and exhalation. Pause in between, no matter how fast you're going, you can't do both at the same time. So you want to keep it simple. You want to integrate the breath into the flow of life. The breath of fire is very dynamic. It's going to bring a lot of energy. It increases your energy if you're feeling kind of weak, or lazy, or dazed, or you're sleeping. You need to get energy. You're driving down the road and stuff, and you're getting kind of groggy. Best time to do the breath of fire. If you have gone through a traumatic scenario and you can't just calm down, you need to burn off some energy. Use that breath of fire to burn that energy off, and then taper off at the very end with that long, extended, gentle exhalation. I know I started about 5 minutes late, so we got about 2 more minutes, because I want to give you the full 15 minutes. So I'm going to show you how to transition from using the letter H into the regular breath of fire. And let me say also that the breath of fire can be paced at different paces. You have different you're a yogi, you know that there are different names, Sanskrit names for different breathing patterns and pace rhythms and so on. So I get that. But for the lay people, a breath of fire is a breath of fire, no matter where you're doing it fast, slow, hard, and heavy. It's very dynamic. It's going to bring energy. So, breath of fire, starting with the letter H sound, in order to acclimate the abdominal muscles with the movement so that you can develop the ability to do the even swap where you're exhaling the same amount of oxygen as you're getting in. If you're doing this up here, fight or flight region, you want to focus down here. That's why we use the letter H to get the abdominal muscles engaged dynamically. So H, H, Ch, 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 This time I'm going to count. Notice I did a little bit of ab movement. Once you have toned these muscles, when you get to the point where you fully exhale and you lift the chest as if you're inhaling, but you're not bringing in the air, it's going to bring the abdominal muscles. It's going to fully engage the abdominal muscles. It's going to basically cause a suction that's going to bring the abdominal muscles in. Then, once you do that, if you lift the chest and squeeze the abdominal muscles, they'll project forward. That's a whole nother lesson. That's just a little bonus tip for you right here today. So, I'll be offering my ongoing Breath Master certification at a deal. If you register, you can go to my link in bio and you can set up a calendar date where we can discuss possibly taking the certification for Breath Master, either level 1, 2, or 3. You can also go to my website, breathmastera.com, and you can find information on that certification. Also, I'm creating an ebook that will be up for sale. I'll talk about a bit more about that in the upcoming days. That will be a $29.99 book that I'll discount before the new year at $19.99. You can pre-order that if you want to do that right away. The title of that book will be Breath Mastery. Master the breath, master life, subtitle. And my Cash App, if you want to go ahead and pre-order, is $Breath Master, all one word, capital B, capital M. Okay? So thank you for your time.